World theme set. It's number 75939, Dr. Wu's Lab, Baby Dinosaurs Breakout. It's still a pretty small set. There we go. There's the back of the box. You can kind of see it. And as you can see, I added the instruction PDF. So now our people watching can kind of follow along with the instructions and see where I'm at in that sense. Let's see. Open up the box. I kind of pre-opened the box because this is one of the ones where you're supposed to thumb tab in, and I don't really like doing that because it damages the box, and I like collecting the boxes for who knows what reason. So, looks like we got a sticker sheet with some stickers. Then, of course, the instruction booklet. And we have the bags aren't numbered in this one because the thing is so small, but we have a little baby dinosaur and 3 different bags. And let's get into the build. So, as you can see, that's what it looks like. Little instructions on how to do it. And then the first thing it says to do is basically open up the bag and build all the minifigures and mini dinosaurs. Now, when I pour out the bags, I always like to check for spare pieces because sometimes small little pieces will get stuck in the bags and then you'll be building in the bag or you'll just be missing a piece and you don't know why. So that's always good, especially if you're on a really large set because then you may have a lot of bags or you may be throwing away bags. So always check for smaller pieces ahead of time. And then this dinosaur has uh, these 2 pieces. Where is the other piece? It's a light green one. There's a little baby dinosaur. I used to know the names of a lot of these dinosaurs, but now I don't. This one's a Stegosaurus. Easy one. And watch me be wrong about that anyway. There's a person's body, head, some of the feet. Still haven't found the 2 piece that goes here. Oh, there it is. All off to the side. Let's see, start building this guy now. Found his face. No, he has a yellow face. Huh. Feel like that should be easy to find, but I don't see it. Ooh, don't tell me. Nope, he's right there. I must have picked him up earlier. Let's leave him with the angry face. I think this is supposed to be Chris Pratt's character, whose name I've forgotten from Jurassic World, but it kind of looks like him. Yes, the brown hair. Left him with his little upset face. And then I assume this is Dr. Wu, even though I barely remember his character from the 2 Jurassic World movies. But I'm going to make the assumption that he is a doctor in charge of genetically engineering a bunch of the dinosaurs. That first step's super easy. Of course, always putting the minifigures together is pretty easy. Duh. And for those that saw any of the 2 earlier streams, you'll see I made some slight improvements. I've gotten a photo background cloth for my desk. I think I need to iron it a bit to get these like creases out, but it definitely reduces like the shine from the lights, which I need to work on next. And of course, there's the background drop. Step 1's real easy. And let's see what we got for step 2. Get these black pieces together. Yeah. And that's kind of a loose connection. See, they probably accounted for that. That's weird. Connected it. Oh, it's gained some friction from here. This brick's a little dented. It will be okay. Got one blue piece, this. So got so used to that. I'm gonna work from the actual instruction booklet instead of from what's being shown on screen. And everybody else can see what's on screen, of course. So I work from the instruction booklet. Not these. Nope, gotta be 4 apart. Now, looks like I'm building a little computer console right now. So, I wonder how everybody's been doing. I had hoped in the fall, when we returned to school, that classes would be in person. But unfortunately for me, at least my classes, majority of them are still not in person. They're going to be remote distance learning, which I mean, I'm guessing some people like, but it's a little hard to focus on classes. Got our first thing. Looks like we got a DNA helix, the double helix of the DNA, and an egg. I assume this is like a DNA splicing computer image. Or that's what it's supposed to represent. Put it facing way. Perfect. Big blue. This is definitely going to connect to another piece. Just this big piece. I don't really recognize from any other set, but it's probably used a lot. Gray and gray. This one. This one. This seems like it will be a really quick build. Of course, it's okay, because I was just mostly testing out more settings. I do have larger sets that I'm going to build sometime soon, at least once I run out of all these small sets. Or maybe I'll start a larger set as soon as I'm happy with a lot of the settings. Right now it's like kind of hard. I mean, I'm working on the lighting. I feel like the video looks a little better than it did before, at least the video quality. But the lighting's still, I don't know, a little iffy. And I have ordered something to get the, oh, here it wasn't sorting through the image, get caught up. I guess that will be something I need to get used to, is scrolling through on the computer as I scroll through in actual real life. Anyway, like a reinforcing build right here. One. Almost did it again. Little. There's the fourth one I need. So I think I'm gonna try maybe buy some type of soft light, like a ring light or something, but I am unsure where I should put it. Right now I have like an overhead light that's just sitting next to my camera. I've tried to adjust the settings to look a little nicer, but I mean, with a light like this, of course, the lighting's just so uneven. Plus, like I have a side light. Maybe I should turn that other light off, and then this scene would only be mainly lit from that light. Let's see. No, doesn't change it too much. I'm looking for these gray pieces for this to go into. There's one there and one there. That here. And the Legos still feel like so far away. I have other ways of doing the camera, but I feel like only a different lens would fix that. I do have another lens to work with. So, but the thing is, if I zoom in more, the field, like you can see, of course, will just be smaller. You won't be able to see like pretty much any of that. I wonder how to best deal with that. Should I sacrifice what you can see to just zoom up more on what's actually being built at the time? Or should I keep a wider range of field? Or maybe I should change it depending on how big the Lego set is that I'm building. Oh, I hope haven't been muted this whole time. We'll see. When I go back and edit this, I make a small edit for YouTube and then post it up. I'm wondering if I should just do speed edits. Although YouTube has like a 2x section selection, I wish YouTube offered higher feedback or playback options instead of just like 1 through 2, like a 4x. But who knows? I feel like 2x is pretty good, although some of these streams have been pretty long. And once I start actually, well, not pretty long, because I know a lot of streams are like 4 or 5 hours. But for a YouTube video, that's pretty long. But once I start building a larger thing, oh, to start building larger sets, I don't want the thing to be that's so crooked. The sticker is. So here's a little thing you can do. Now, of course, you want to be careful not to cut yourself, and if you're too young, you might need to get an adult to do it for you. But you can use an X-Acto knife to peel up this one. Here's another thing that I need to remember is keep in frame what I'm doing, because people are watching for some reason. If they're watching, maybe a few people are, and they should be given their entertainment. Or maybe my voice is like some AMSR quality. I don't really speak too loud, I think, most of the time. So, last part, probably just peel it up. Now, I've gotten my sticker pretty much in perfect condition. Then I messed up there. I don't know. No way you can see it. See, it's quite blurry, but you can see the edge is a little messed up. It's a little straighter and clean it up. Mm. Well, seen worse, but I've seen better. So Clean up the little white in there. It's not very noticeable, at least to me anymore. So, next step, flip them over, which I guess was an obvious step. Next step, 4-piece. Oh no, it fell. So we got this piece, and this piece, and this piece. Put this here. There. No. Piece fell off. Perfect. A lot of these steps are pretty small, huh? When did that piece fall off? Maybe I never put it up. Here we go. Yeah. Maybe I should have picked a different background color, but I went through a bunch of choices on possible colors and I didn't pick any of them but white because I was like, oh, well, Lego bricks can blend into that. Now I see the white in the Lego brick blends pretty well into that also. So I guess it's a hard middle road to follow. I should have looked for a color that there aren't many Lego bricks of. I feel like white's a relatively popular color. Let's see. Which one? Oh, clear one. It looks like it's for a different Jurassic World. Looks like the research facilities in Africa. This must be for the new Jurassic World. I wonder if did that one already come out or is it coming out? I know a lot of things got delayed. The other Lego sets came out well before the actual thing did. This is not on center at all. Where does this go? How does that look? It doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Looks fine, so I'm not going to try and re-stick it. That one looks like an easy one to mess up. So, and these two pieces. I feel like there's going to be another side to this build, but it doesn't look like it now. I wonder if I'm the only one that sometimes has trouble telling the colors apart. Like when they're really dark, sometimes the colors look very similar. Maybe it's just the lighting in my house. Lots of lighting problems. There we go. Shoot. It'd be nice if I could have everything facing straight towards me, but that's not quite what we have. Gotta live with what we have, what we want. I think once I have the full setup for having the camera directly overhead, it'll be okay. That will give me more ways to set up my desk instead of just having to set up the desk in a way like right now the camera's kind of at this little weird angle. You can kind of see it. Like if I go straight up, I'm not going straight towards the camera. I'm going kind of away because the camera's at an angle so it doesn't catch the tripod feet inside of it. But I'm working on a way to just have the camera look straight down And I think that will change some of the way the perception looks, make it look a little bit more clean. But I wonder, no, I'm doing a lot of this blind. I probably don't have to do that at all because there's undoubtedly like 3 billion hours of YouTube videos I can watch that will tell me how to shoot better overhead videos. Someone might have even done one for lighting Lego builds. Although, I mean, there are some YouTube things and some Twitch things for that, for YouTube build or Lego builds, but I don't know. Maybe Legos just aren't as popular as I thought they were, or maybe people just find it really boring to watch somebody else build Legos. After all, I'm surprised that like Twitch does not have a Lego tab or a Lego tag that I can use. Or maybe I just haven't figured out how to tag videos like that. But I feel like if you can look for like the Lego games, and there are some Lego games, but they don't can't find like Lego itself. And I mean, I'm not too surprised that there's no tag for it. Just surprised you can't make your own tags. But there is no like when I looked for other people that do Lego builds, I found like one video and it was in mm, I'm not sure the language. It kind of sounds like Russian, but I'm no expert in Russian, so it could be some other Slavic language. So who knows? Okay. It's like put one of these either side of the cylinder. Looks like the little egg spinny thing. Oh shoot, I did not I grab the green dots. Nice. Okay. What? That makes it look like it could spin, but it does not spin. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. And now that this is a egg incubator, somebody's coffee mug. To protect those eggs from the environment. The next frame just tells me to close it, but I felt that was obvious. Okay. This out. Here. This. This here. What are we building? Oh, it's like an arm or something, right? This one. This piece. Let's see. Piece. One of these. Two of these. These. Two of these. Two viewers. What? Anyway, here we go. Sorry, I paused momentarily because I saw somehow someone had found the stream, but no one was chatting. I thought there'd be like a alert or something on screen that would tell me like when people joined. That's unfortunate. So, I mean, feel free to stop by and chat if you are viewing it or viewing the stream, and maybe I can do a little bit better engagement for people. Or maybe you have a suggestion, like don't go off on random rants. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever watched Business Plays with Simon Whistler. He does a bunch of other YouTube channels, so he's YouTube famous. Maybe not the most famous, but he's a relatively good sized YouTuber. And he does Business Plays, which is one of his smaller channels. He'll just kind of go off on a tangent. And I guess this is kind of like what this is, because even though I'm building Lego sets, I'm not really always talking about them. Okay, we have a little arm here. Like you open this up, and the arm could, in theory, it doesn't really. I guess it's big enough to grab that egg, and you'd use something like this in labs, of course, to prevent like for things that are really delicate. And these machines can be extremely delicate, way more than a human could be. And you could also keep the environment clean, like from static or dust or possible germs that you may unintentionally infect your subject with, if of course you were working in a lab. See, oh, it's a back panel here. Okay, so now we put these two stickers on. Number 3 goes on the top, and it's been cut. Sabotage? Possibly. I guess wouldn't really matter which way you put them on. For this one, at least. Yeah, that's good. And this one has kind of a directional thing, but I'm saying it looked just as good no matter which direction you put on it. Sorry about my phone. Okay. Oh no, messed up there. That would be a hard place to get units or any piece out of. So, I mean, of course, by nature of Twitch, I'm going to be kind of distracted putting anything together. But you need to pay attention, especially when you have a tight space like that, because getting the little piece out from there would require taking apart part of the set. This is like levers in there, little electronic parts. Here's the white piece. Now what am I building? I like this dark blue color. Didn't really exist before. At least I felt like it didn't. But of course, before is very nebulous term when it comes to Legos. They've been around for, I mean, they're much older than even I am. So what are they, like 60 years still? I feel like they just had an anniversary that was relatively big, but I don't know how old they are. So anybody knows, feel free to tell me. Or I mean, I can just YouTube it. Not YouTube it, Google it. Why is this a 1 and a 2? Do they not make this color in 3-piece? In a 3x2? So 1x2 and a 2x2. Feels like that would have been easier to make one piece. Likely that they don't make that in 2 pieces at all. Oh, this wrong? No. Hmm? Oh no. Yeah, I put this in wrong. I first built it. See if I can open this up a little. Wait, how? Hmm. And I've assembled it wrong, right? No. Now I'm a bit confused. Of course, I would drop the piece. Mhm. Mm. All right. That went together. I think I was just trying to put it together wrong for a bit. This here. This here. Like that. Together. Green. It's kind of supposed to be a nature scene. Where is Wu's lab? I mean, obviously somewhere in Africa. Looks like the eastern side of Africa, maybe? From this little... This note, no, it's the western side. If that little circle on the map is supposed to be Wu's lab, it is. No. Little things. Make it look like a little aquarium? Sometimes. Cannot guess at all what they're trying to represent. Maybe it will become clearer. This goes by. Attach it to the back. Maybe it will become clearer. I'm at a loss, but I refuse to look at the... Okay, so this was supposed to be a water feature because there's a little sink going into it. We may connect here later. That's a 2x1 that has some holes in it. Gray. This one. There's the big window. Okay, this is supposed to be like in that there's a dinosaur in. Definitely the dinosaur can eat some leaves maybe because both of the ones that I got here were herbivores. that the dinosaur will eat leaves and stay in his little pen. Maybe the scientists will observe him to make some abnormally dangerous dinosaur that you'd think would be a bad idea to put in your tourist park, and that people for some reason really want to see, even though Jurassic Park, all the previous incarnations have not gone well. Here we go. Oh, this is a little thing. So you can create a lab break. Yeah. Now the pieces are getting sparse, so we're almost done here. One of the last stickers. There's only two more. This step will use one of them. It's not this step in particular, just on this page. Go like so. All right. Put this guy right in the middle. Turn around. Oh, this is a piece to help keep it on. And oh, I forgot the little arms from the back. The arms are like here, in here, to the next step. And I guess this is to show, in case anybody doesn't know, that the little Stegosaurus is supposed to be in here. Oh, and it's pointed down. Must be one of the last things that can have us build, or I guess me build. But I'll call it us, just so it's all of us. Do that here. Need 6 of these. 2 of these. And just line the thing. It looks like this will be a work desk. And the last computer screen / sticker will be used on it. All right. Nice little bench. But I wonder if the white color will fade easy. We turn this over. Add these to even out the bench. Get a greater stability. Then, like they got a syringe. Oh, it's on like a little dark gun type thing. So this is likely supposed to be a tranquilizer in case any of the dinosaurs get out. Which of course they're going to, because this is Jurassic Park and or Jurassic World, quote unquote. And it always happens. So this Okay. Workbench slash desk is everything. Gonna get a pair of binoculars. Already got. It's this that I'm waiting for. These the binocular to clip on. That's a little. It doesn't fit flush on. Come off easy. So that's just something to note. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that either. Little circle. Oh, that. Let me guess. It goes right there. Or it'll be. They have a little laptop. Might be. It's a mosquito that's trapped in amber. Though to my understanding, that unfortunately would not work because the molecules that make up DNA, they start to break down after X amount of time. I've forgotten how long, but it's much shorter than the millions of years that separates us from dinosaurs. Okay. Oh, this little slide. It just says Lego, but I guess this is supposed to be some type of microscope right there. Thermos. I wonder if that's a callback to the first Jurassic Park movie, where the guy who played Newman in Seinfeld played, oh, man, forget what the guy's name in Jurassic Park was. I kind of wonder what they're trying to represent with that picture. We got some type of flask and curves going against each other. They don't really say. Okay, this laptop can kind of close. Open it up after it's been folded once. And we just set it on there. Mosquitoes facing that guy. That was the last bit of it. Quite a lot of extra pieces. I'm just going to add this extra piece right here. There we go. Extra pieces there. Put them off to the side. Let's see what we got. Stegosaurus. Then Chris Pratt's character, whose name I still can't remember. Dr. Wu. And maybe I should have looked up the name of these dinosaurs during it. But there's another dinosaur. Here's a little laptop, a table. See if we can get a good picture of all the things inside this scene. Yeah. So they want this. Happen. Let's try to set this up a little, kind of like it is. They're partially done. There's Chris Pratt's character. Just leave this right there. Dr. Wu. Scared. Oh, and oh, ready for trouble. Sometimes it's hard. Let's get this. Like knock the little dinosaur out of the way. I mean, both of these have to be juveniles or babies too, because these dinosaurs would have been really large during their time. Oh, did it knock that out of the way also somehow? This press character does not want to stand. Yeah, there we go. Have to kind of lean him back. There's the set, and I hope anybody watching had fun. Thank you for your time. You have a good